Hello, this is I Do Damage, and welcome back to the channel. In this Torchlight Frontiers video, I want to talk about pets and how they play a role in Torchlight Frontiers. But first, I want to let you all know that I have several keys to give away from Play Torchlight. Thank you so much at Play Torchlight for that. Can't thank you guys enough for the opportunity to hook some of these awesome people up. The way that I'm going to handle this giveaway is it is a Twitch subscriber only giveaway, and you also must be on the Discord. If you reach both of these requirements, you'll figure out the rest of the information on the Discord. So good luck there. Also, if you didn't know, I stream not only Torchlight Frontiers, but other ARPGs as well on Twitch. And that schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. You can check out the Twitch page for the exact times for when I go live. Also, in case you forgot, I'm a Green Man Gaming official ambassador, as well as a Humble Bundle partner. If you use the affiliate links down below to buy a game from one of those stores, it'll help support the channel, and I can't thank you enough for that. Honestly, I really can't say thank you enough, guys. You all are awesome. Thank you to all the subscribers, new and old. Now let's start up this video, shall we? In Torchlight Frontiers, pets come in a few different ways. We're going to break it up into three main ways that you can get pets and how they actually work in Torchlight Frontiers. The first one is at the class level, character level, and the items you have equipped. You have your forged. There's no pet skills on that guy. But the Dusk Mage has the summon ability, and they can actually summon a pool of Netherlings to come fight for you. They're really the only class that has a true dedicated pet summoning skill. And then, of course, you have the Railmaster. If you've seen me stream or you've seen gameplay videos of the Railmaster, you can kind of see why people think that it's a pet, right? You have a train, there's 3 cars that follow you around that kind of act as a pet. So those are the 3 class forms of pets. I'm hoping they add more in the future. Maybe the 4th class is like a full-on summoner type. Can I get some Necrolove up in here or what? And also in this little category of pets, you have items. And the items that you equip, some of them can have an affix that say, summon a skeleton on hit, or summon a follower on hit. I even have an offhand right now that when I equip it, I get a spectral warrior that follows me around, so it's kind of cool. So if you got really lucky and got a ton of sweet pet gear, you can maybe have an army of just from affixes. I haven't been able to pull this off yet, but it seems like these affixes and items are still a work in progress, as they are still working on the legendary overhaul, which I would expect to see come out in update 10. They are redoing all the legendaries because the way the legendaries work right now is they're just more stats on them. They don't really do anything special, they're just a little bit stronger in the numerical values on them. They're reworking the legendaries, and they've shown off 5 legendaries on their Trello board for each class. I'll have the link down below for that. And they're really cool. They're game changer. I mean, the one that I think is the coolest is the dynamite one, where when you throw a stick of dynamite, now you throw out 4 sticks of dynamite and it costs no endurance. There's really cool game changer legendaries coming, and I can't wait till they're in game. So that's it for your class and items when it comes to pets. They still seem early and kind of a work in progress, and I can't wait for the future on that. Now, the relics. And if you don't have access to Torchlight Frontiers, you may still be a little bit confused on relics. I'm not going to go into great detail. I plan to make a video just about relics and describing them in a later video, but I'll make it really simple for you. Relics are an item that you can equip and use as like an ultimate ability in any other game that you've played. It has a pretty long cooldown, but you can use the cooldown and it does some crazy stuff. And each relic also comes with a skill on it. Also, there are a total of 3 relics in the game currently. And the one that I want to talk about, because, well, it has pet summoning abilities, is the Bane. The Bane is a poison-based relic, and it has a summon spider. Pretty much it's just like a line AoE where the spider shoots out and poisons everything in its path. But what's really cool is whenever you hit or kill a poisoned enemy, it then has a chance to summon little spider minions that can come out and fight for you. I think the most I've had out was like 10 or 15 little spiderlings like helping me fight, which is really cool. And you can customize the Bane to make the chance higher for the spiders to spawn. You can make the spiders last longer, I think. There's a lot of different options there. And if you're really interested, I'll have the skill calculator in the links down below that you can go in and look at each of the relics and skills if you want and try to theory craft your own build. But that's going to be it for the relic. The relic bane is really cool, and I've got a few builds that it really fits nicely into. And of course, I saved the best for last, and this is by far the most finished pet system in the game, in my opinion. And this is the companion system. The companion you have with you all the way through your journey, and it really is a huge asset to the game, in my opinion. It has some really cool mechanics that I want to tell you about. So when you first make your character, you can choose between, there's 3 different choices when it comes to companions. There's an alpaca, an owl, or a dog. And there's a ton more pets in game. If you've ever played Pokemon, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's a big chase for pets. And they are pretty much just for looks. The pets do come in different rarity. Like, I think the Crimson Dragon is like a legendary rarity or quality, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't affect any of the stats at all. It's just more rare, and that's it. And they're just for looks. Now, pets do have skills and some benefits to your combat that I will get into. I will get into that in a minute. But I want to explain the main feature of pets first. And that is, if you've played other Torchlight games, you already know. You can take items from your player inventory and put them onto your pet inventory, and vice versa. So you could just use it as an extra inventory space if you wanted to. But also, if you're all the way full on your inventory or whatever, you can send your pet back to town to sell the goods. And what's really cool is you get the same amount of gold as if you went there on foot. And I think it takes 2 minutes to go to town and come back. There's items you can get to reduce that time, different things like that. Also, pets will help you out in combat. They do attack. Sometimes they'll tank for you. And also, a cool little trick, if you use a health potion, even if you're at full health, but your pet's about to die and you use a health potion, it'll heal your pet. So it's kind of cool. But overall, the companions are primarily, when it comes to the different types and colors and breeds and all that, it's just for looks. But where it gets really interesting is the pet skills, and the way it's set up right now. I feel like it's still pretty early, but I'll explain it to you anyway. There's 4 auras, and this aura is always active. You have an aura that gives you defense. There's one that gives you crit chance. There's one that gives you movement speed, and also one that gives you a chance to block, regardless if you have a shield or not. And all of these affect you and your allies in the party, or that are even near you. I don't think they even have to be in your party. It's literally an aura, and you can only have one of these 4 equipped, so you have to decide. And you could change it, situationally as well if you wanted to. And then there's 4 other skills, and you could use all 4 skills and then just not have an aura, because there's only 4 pet skill slots. So you could either do 1 aura, 3 skills, or you could just do 4 skills and no aura. You can kind of mix and match. The pet skills are a battle cry that gives you and your allies increased damage for 10 seconds, and the cooldown is only 4 seconds, so you could in theory always have that up. There's one that has a chance to stun enemies. There's one that gives you and your allies damage resistance, and there's also a skill that heals you and your allies. So I would like to see ways to level these up. Maybe you get like pet skill points or somehow, and you can level them up in a way, or I'd like to see more customization there, but it's definitely really a cool start. And you can put these skills on any pet, and you can switch them out on the fly whenever you want. There's really, you can just use them situationally, and it's a really cool system. But you're probably wondering, I just love pets. How do I get the cool pets? How do I get that Crimson Dragon or that whatever it is? It's a pretty cool system. So the way it works is when you clear a dungeon and you kill a boss, you don't have to full clear. Once you kill the boss and there's a boss chest, 100% guaranteed there's a boss chest. But there's a chance for a pet cage to randomly be in that boss room as well. And when you click on that pet cage, there'll be a random pet in there that you've saved, and you can choose to either swap to that pet immediately, send it home, or release it. And no matter which one you choose, the skill that is on there, if you don't already know that skill, it'll go straight into your skill book. So if you get a brand new skill you don't have yet, but you release it, don't worry, you're still going to have that skill that was on it. So when you open those cages, it's purely random on the type of animal, the breed or color, and also the skill is random. I have noticed some of the skills are way more rare than others, or maybe it's just bad luck on my part, which I wouldn't be surprised by. But the stun ability and the crit aura were the two that have taken me the longest. I still, as of recording this video, I still don't have the stun skill. And I've been playing this game for, I don't know, months. I mean, it's literally been months. Anyway, the companion system, as you can tell, is by far the biggest part of the game, and that's why I wanted to save it for last. And a pro tip, if you watch this far into the video, you've earned it. This tip has to do with mimic chests. In the past, mimics had, in their name, it would say literally mimic chest, or just chest, so you knew if it was a mimic or not. They took that away, so you didn't know. You don't know if it's a mimic or not when you roll up on it. Unless if you know this tip, now you do. You can look at a chest, and if it has a little bump on top of it that you can see, it's a very small bump, and even when you mouse over and it glows red, it'll be like a little circle with a line through it on the top. And what that bump or little circle thing is that's the mimic's eye that'll open up when you attack it. So if you see that little bump there, you know it's a mimic. You do have to look kind of close, but once you know this tip, it's going to be bright as day to you. And then if it's a chest and it's just the top is flat, there's no bump or circle or anything. And I find the easiest way to tell is when you mouse over, the red glow on the chest is really kind of gives it away. But if it's just flat, you know it's a normal chest and you're good to go. I hope that tip helped you out. These mimics can be deadly. They have a super crazy stun ability, so be ready when you activate one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, ring that bell, check me out on Twitch, come join the Discord, hopefully get in on that giveaway. I can't thank you guys enough. Thanks for watching. See you all next time.